Sick with it, crew.
Hello, Samoa. This is JustEscape95 here for INSTA Radio 87.5. As you know, I have a segment on the radio. It's called 808s of Escape, and I like to dive into music and all that, all the creators and all the talent in that area. It's like, you know, I like to go deep into about the artists, about the creator, like what they, you know, their own thoughts. And yeah, I have here none other than members from Sick With It crew.
Let's go.
Alright, so boys, tell us about yourselves. Introduce yourselves and all that.
So what's up? My name's DJ Twitch. I'm also DJ Flea. Flea's on the track. We're just two of the hosters from a crew called Sick With It Crew. A bunch of DJs, producers, artists, you know, just looking to take our poly flavor around the world. We make remixes, original tracks, covers, islands to put our spin on it, and then yeah, just put it out there for the people.
So tell us, we'll start with you, Twitch. Tell us about yourself, you know, your name, how did you come up with it?
So my name's DJ Twitch. So I used to be a crumper back in the days. So that was my crump name, was J Twitch, and then Chucks, when I found the passion for DJing, every other name was taken. So I just went with DJ Twitch. I got into DJing because I grew up in the church with music, and I wasn't really allowed to do any music, you know, in the world. You know, I get a hiding from my parents. So DJing was kind of like that gray area that let me, you know, play some worldly music. And once I learned how to create remixes and stuff, yeah, it just kind of took off from there. I linked up with the Sick With It boys and haven't looked back since.
Oh, nice. So how would you explain yourself in 3 words?
I'd say I'm driven, passionate, and enthusiastic to learn. Yeah, that's more than 3 words. Yeah.
So over to DJ Fleet. Tell us about
What's
yourself,
up?
your name, origin.
AKA Please on the track. Yeah, the Samoan fool. Yeah, got into DJing like 2013. I started listening to remixing and stuff. Then like didn't really get into it much until 2017. Yeah, then started making a little bit of remixes on SoundCloud. And that's when I linked up with the Sick With It boys. Yeah.
How did you guys all meet? Like, did you guys all meet at the same time, or was like
So we all kind of just put our own mixes on SoundCloud, and like from SoundCloud it got picked up by just little kids on YouTube posting it up on their pages. Yeah. And then like we just started like just talking to each other like, oh yo, how do you make this? And then yeah, kind of all just the older boys that were already there were like, oh, you should join, and then we kind of all like all linked in, and yeah, we just.
Would you say like that group like is still growing at this moment? Like, you know, there's still DJs.
Well, because there were a few other boys started, older boys, but they've gone on since doing the family thing, and so us that have continued to do, we brought in some new members just to keep it fresh, keep it alive. We like to say we're taking it to another level. So still growing. There's so many kids that are trying to jump in as well. So hopefully some more new members coming up soon.
Sorry, DJ Twitch is just a question just popped in my mind. Do you ever do your mixes? Did you start out with like crunk style music?
I wish, man. I think reggae came more natural, so that's why I did it. It was easier to play.
How many DJs would you guys say is like of with Sick With It crew?
Well, probably around like 12, probably more, 12 off the top of my head. That's the goal. But we tried to just try to be as diverse as we could. So, you know, we've got boys that live in Niue, who live in Fiji, live in all across New Zealand, Australia, Samoa as well. One of ours, shout out DJ Chala in Samoa. So yeah, we were just trying to like, just because we felt like our music has reached so far, and predominantly we were just Australia, New Zealand, and you know, once we were getting love from the boys in the islands, we're like, man, there's so much talent there as well. So just try to like get it all together. So
You guys were mentioning earlier like how you guys found on YouTube like kids were using you guys mixes and all that. Like, would you guys say like trends and stuff like that? Is that like a major influence into your creation?
yeah, well, we didn't set out for it to be that way, but it kind of went that way. You know, for example, like this guy, he did a remix with Conqueror and Banana, which you know that just blew away. So if you ask this guy, he'd say that's one of his worst remixes. You know, so yeah, you know, so we like set out to like we just put the music out because you know in our creative process, it's just we do what we feel. It's never been for the money, like because we don't get paid for it. It's all copyright, so it's just we just how we feel, it's the love for it, and then from there, if people feel it and it goes off, well, you know, it just all comes naturally. So
it's funny because you said how like it's not copyrighted and stuff. Because a lot of times when we do a broadcast in EYESPY and we go on Facebook, I always try to like stick my playlist on like you guys remixes because like it won't get copyrighted on Facebook.
Man, our pages have been taken down so many times, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, were you guys influences in your creative process? Like, what usually starts off like, you know, that little twitch, I might say?
For me, and I know this guy as well because we create together a lot of the time. It could just be something simple as a sound, like we just hear a track, you know. It doesn't have to be a new one. It could be an old school we haven't heard in a long time, and we're just like, man, I bet if I spin it with this, it'll go. And we could hear it out when we're out and about, and then when we get home, straight into it. You know,
man.
So I'll just be laying there, and there'll be an idea in my head, and I'll have to get up and do it before I forget it.
Oh yeah. What time of the night it is? Early in the morning. Feel sorry for our neighbors sometimes, but man, we gotta get it out.
Yeah. So when do you mind if I ask you guys like when did you guys move to Brisbane? Or were you guys there for a while?
So I actually live here. I grew up here in Brisbane. I was born in New Zealand and we moved here when I was real young. This guy is actually from Wellington, so he's just been stuck here because of COVID. So he flies back now. He flies back this week back home.
Oh yeah. So how long has he been in Brisbane?
So it's been almost a year.
Almost a year now. Almost a year, Brisbane. Yeah.
So in both of you two's own perspective or words, why do you guys do what you guys do?
Well, it was to be honest, when I first started, it was just an escape, you know, like I'm a father, I work full time, I was working full time, like in the factories and stuff, and so like, it was just an escape to be able to create something of your own, and then to see the love that we get, you know, putting it out there and see people like, oh, that's dope, I love it, you know, and see people bang to it as well. It was a good feeling, you know, good escape as well, and ever since then, it's just gone from strength to strength, and we've been able to just be blessed to, you know, thanks to the mixes, the music, been able to go on tours, go on, you know, travel the world, and yeah, so thankful and grateful for the journey. Like if I'd known about it earlier, I would have started ages ago.
How about you, Fleet?
Nah, me, like, I wasn't really good at anything else, so I was like, I don't know what to do. So I just like went to this little school thing. It's like for the youth. And I found the Fruity Loops program.
Right.
And then I just started playing around with that. So that's how I got started. And I just stuck with it to this day. Yeah.
That's the cake.
So with the Swift with your crew, would you guys say that all of your like you guys stick around the same genre when you guys make your mixes?
Nah, I know that we are predominantly known for, or we were, thanks to this guy and probably a couple of other boys, made reggae the most famous. But since the beginning, you know, the boys have always just dabbled in any music that moves them. Really, like when I first started as well, I was doing pop. Some of the other boys were doing a lot of hip hop, R&B, and then you know what, our Fijian boys who are just killing it with the reggaeton and moombahton, that kind of siren style. So yeah, I wouldn't say we're just one genre. I think it's just again, just whatever moves us really.
So you guys, do you guys do write music as well, like write lyrics?
Yeah, so that's the process now, you know. Like I said earlier, like just getting sick of copyright and like a lot of our videos, getting hundreds of thousands of views, but we don't get any money for it. So I wanted to take it to another level, and we that's when we started the label, and we just started putting out our own music. Started with covers just to put the feelers out, and then we've got some originals coming up soon as well. So exciting times ahead.
You guys, you have a few artists that are to work with?
Yeah, so we've got a couple boys that we have signed with us. They're all up and coming boys as well, so really talented. This is from New Zealand to start with, and fingers crossed we can expand just the same way we did for DJs.
Who would you say is your favorite artist around your area?
Ooh, in the area? There's Brizzy, there's some good boys. I'll probably shout out to my little also Knox 78. He's probably my favorite. And big ups to also Lisi as well. They're probably my two favorite Brisbane artists anyway. I heard that someone dude, what's his name? What
I forgot his name.
But shout out to them. They're the boys in the drill scene killing it, making it Samoans. So proud of the boys' efforts. Yeah.
So how about international artists of all time? Your favorite international artist of all time?
Usher for me.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, Usher. Yeah.
Me, not only an artist, he's more like a producer. Swiss Beats, my favorite. Always.
Me as Usher and Tupac, that's always my go-to.
So have you written like a few songs so far?
Yeah. I used to write music hard out when I was younger. So just bringing those all back to life. It's just a bit cringy now because I wrote someone when I was like 16. So I might just get my sons to sing those ones.
Yeah.
But now we've got so we already started recording a few of them. So hopefully by the end of this year we'll be done with the covers and drop all the original stuff. Yeah.
So would you say you have a favorite song you've written right now?
Probably they all mean something to me just because I personally didn't even think that I could do that. So once you see the body of work that's been done, look back and like, damn, I actually did that. So I'm pretty proud of all the little pieces here and there, because even ones that I look back and laugh at, it was still like a stepping stone to the next level I was able to achieve. So yeah.
What would you guys say is has there been a challenge of that transition from being just a DJ to full on creating your own tracks?
Yeah,
from scratch.
Well, we're still transitioning there now, because with when we look at it, we're just some dudes from the hood, we're just some muscles from sleeping in our parents' garages. So we've been able to travel to Tonga, Cook Islands, and that just DJ, and so we kind of feel like we're at a high with our DJing side, and now with the artist side, it's starting from scratch again.
Yeah.
You got to get people to now, because a lot of the tracks I've put out, a lot of people don't even know that that's me singing on it. they think it's a remix, so it's just transitioning out and getting people to really take us more serious in that side of the entertainment side.
In terms of collaborations, who would you say is your dream collaborator to be?
Yeah, probably for me, I'll probably say Fiji and probably Vanya. Vanya Toroa. Yeah, personally, I just love the way those guys go about their business, and the way that music, their music speaks to people. Yeah, for me anyway. Yeah.
Sorry, how about you, Sleep?
I don't have to be. Yeah, Vanya, one of them.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of. 5 heaps. Yeah, I have too many. I'd probably say Vanya and the old Kayla records.
Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
Mr. T,
yeah.
Zipso, Shy
Yeah.
Guy, all those guys, man. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, man. Zipso's coming back.
And Zipso, bro.
He's got a new track coming out.
The 05 era of Samoan music was, yo, for real.
So, from where you guys are now, like, what advice would you guys give to those, you know, who are willing to pursue the same path as you guys?
First of all, like, take money out of the equation. You know, like, if money's your first goal, yeah, you'll fizzle out and dry. You know, like, one thing that we always keep with us is like, once it becomes about a dollar amount, it loses its value. So find your passion first and just get ready for the grind. You know, like, you might put something out and you might think that it's the best song in the world, but you can't control how people will receive it. So you just gotta keep grinding, keep pushing your music out there. If you believe in your music and you believe that you've got something to say and that you got something for people to feel, then just keep doing your thing, and eventually, you know, you will reach the people that you're supposed to reach.
Nice. Nicely said. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back for a bit on how Flea was saying that banana remix. But you didn't like your mix though?
Nah, because my SoundCloud was dry for a bit. I was looking on my laptop. I was like, oh, I saw this banana remix I did a while back. Then I just posted it. It was only 1 minute. Just the first verse and the siren drop. That was it. I just posted it.
Yeah, but he didn't even finish it. Like, it was just
It
was like a snippet.
Yeah.
What do you guys have your favorite remixes?
Yeah. Oh, I have one. My one. Do you have one? I never asked
I don't
you
have a
that.
favorite. I don't have a favorite.
Yeah, this guy usually, like, when we do gigs,
Yeah.
I tell him, Solo, play your mixes because there's people that come out to see you. This guy never likes to play his mixes, eh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so yeah.
So like can I ask you? I guess more of a personal question, but the remix you did of there's a loop on one of the HP boys
Oh yeah.
So like what inspired that? Do you like?
Yeah, that was
Oh yeah, it's like I just had this little melody in my head with like a saxophone type. And I heard all these sirens and that, like siren stuff popping off. I was like, oh, that's a nice style. And then I just put it together. And then yeah, it just sounded dry to me, so I put the HP Boys sample in there.
Oh yo.
Keep looping it to make like a chorus or something. Yeah.
Man, that's fire. Man.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I don't know how you think of that.
Is it I don't know if you've been doing it for a while, like that last one you just released, the Hamo style sesh. Have you always added in like Samoan song samples in your remixes?
Yeah, but always ever since I started.
Oh, you.
Yeah, it's like nobody knows I'm into like Samoan music.
Yeah, we're hard out 685 is in here, man.
I always put it in my mixes, like just not the whole song, just like a chorus or something. Yeah, then I'll just add it in throughout the mix.
I was I heard also this other remix you did for that, you know, that Samoan thank you song, the World for
Yeah,
that's like the most popular song to play when the club's closing here. It was saying goodbye to stop playing.
yeah, we sparked that up after every set too.
That was actually the Mono Samoa team. So I sampled it off that video.
Oh yeah.
That just quick beat behind it.
You're on New Zealand. Do you guys have a favorite Pacific artist? Or around, like, including New Zealand and Australia, in the region, the Pacific region?
Yeah. Shout out to also Sammy Ator.
Yeah,
Love those
you.
respect, man. Sammy and his boys, you know, from Saya, Frank Solar, love those boys. The TJ Records guys. New Zealand, yeah, those, you know, Punya Lava are those guys because they're based there too. But Sammy were good friends, and he's always supported us since the beginning, you know, and yeah, we love his music and support that also.
You guys are fans of Abia Brothers as well?
Yeah. We classed them as Samoan, others would have said them first. Yeah.
So in the next 5 years, where do you guys see yourselves?
Traveling the world, just making music, doing retreats. We wanna do some school programs as well, like go to Samoa, Fiji, Tonga, and just like teach the kids how to, make remixes and stuff. But in Fiji, man, it's taking off, so
Yeah.
we want to do that for Samoa, especially our people. A lot of people don't even realize that we're Samoans, so.
You guys have any final words you guys want?
Final words?
No, I'm good. I'm not really talking much, really.
Nah, appreciate you for having us. So, like, man,
Thanks so
Buzz, like we said, man, like, we're proud 685ers, man. Like, we were supposed to actually come for a show with those who sent to Samoa. I think RSA was trying to assist it out, but COVID killed it for us. Because this guy's been to Tonga, but he hasn't been to Samoa. And his parents just moved to Samoa, so we were supposed to come, and then COVID's just been blocking us. So, man, we can't wait to come back to Samoa. I love being in Samoa. So yeah, really thankful that you had us on. So really appreciate it. Really like,
Thanks for coming on, boys. Thank you for sharing your time with me. You guys.